measure of intelligence is the ability to change. It's hard to keep learning when you surround yourself with the same old ideas. Pushing your boundaries and reaching out to people with different perspectives and experiences can help keep your mind fresh.
Keeping an open mind can help you grow as a person. You learn new things about the world and the people around you. Being open can help inspire a more optimistic attitude towards life and the future. Now, let us watch a humorous talk show about open-mindedness, which will be performed by grade 7 and 8.
It's time for everyone's favorite talk show, Water with William. And he's your host, William. Good evening, audience. Welcome to Water with William. If you're just tuning in, we discuss some really intriguing things over a bottle of water. Yep, you heard that right. We only serve water because our TRP rates have been plunging lately. So we can't afford any more tea or coffee. Sorry folks. However, we do accept some generous donations. Anyways, before we get started, how many of you here think that you're open-minded? Anybody? Okay, I see some hands raising up. That's great. Today, you're going to find out if you're truly open-minded or not after this show. I hope our discussions won't put you to sleep. But if they do, I have one humble request for you all. Try not to snore. And with that being said, let the show begin. We have 3 amazing guests joining us today. Who's guest number 1?
Guest number 1 is a hero in a medical field. He's an award-winning neurosurgeon and researcher. Please welcome Dr. Brain Smith.
Give it up for him, everybody. Hello and welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you. But you got my name wrong. My name's Brian, not Brain.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry, Brian. Hey, why don't you tell the audience what a neurosurgeon does?
Sure. Neurosurgeons specialize in the surgery of a nervous system, especially the brain and the spinal cord.
That's interesting. Hey, I've got a question for you.
Sure.
What do brain surgeons value the most?
I don't know. What?
An open mind.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed.
So, tell me, Brian, do you consider yourself to be open-minded or closed-minded?
I think I'm a pretty open-minded person. I like listening to other people's ideas.
That's good to know. Do you think that it's important to be open-minded?
Absolutely. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that the right brain people tend to be more open-minded than the left brain people?
No. And I didn't know we had 2 brains.
2 brains?
Yeah, you said one on the left side and one on the right side?
No. We have only one brain. However, we have 2 sides of the same brain called the left and the right hemispheres. It all began in the mid-1800s when Paul Broca proposed the classic hemispheric dominance theory, in which particular characteristics were associated with each of the brain. According to this brain dominance theory, the ones who use their left side are logical thinkers. The ones who use their right side are creative and imaginative people. What do you think about that? Hey, did you even listen to a thing I said?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Brian. Hey, that was a really good story on brains.
Story? That was factual information. Wouldn't you like to know which side of your brain is more dominant?
Nah, not really. And I think I already know what's wrong with my brain.
What?
On the left side, there's nothing right, and on the right side, there's nothing left.
I'm not surprised by that at all. Maybe You should schedule an appointment at my clinic. I can change your mind.
Thanks for the generous offer, but I'll try to change my mind in a different way.
Okay, speaking of an open mind, I have another fun fact to share about the human brain.
Oh no, we're actually out of time. It's time to call in our second guest. Who's guest number 2?
Guest number 3 is phenomenal award-winning author. Please welcome Ms. J.K. Howling.
Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
So, tell us what you've been doing lately.
I'm happy to say that I recently completed my seventh novel and I'll be busy promoting it on TV and media.
That's amazing. So, is it another Harry Potter book?
Oh no, you're mistaking me for J.K. Rowling. I am J.K. Howling.
All right, of course. I'm so sorry, Miss Howling. So, what's your new novel about? I'm sure it's something really exciting.
Thank you. It is by a young woman who finds her passion for reading
Okay.
classic literature books from the 19th century.
Oh,
I've also brought you a copy of the book. I hope you're reading it.
thanks. I'll be sure to add it to the pile of the books I still haven't read.
You don't seem to be very enthusiastic about reading my book. Do you like to read?
Yes, but I only like to read books that I'm really interested in.
Oh, then tell me about a book that you enjoy reading.
Well, there was this one particular book about anti-gravity which I could just not put down. Get it?
Oh, you're interested in science. That's wonderful. But let me give you some unsolicited advice. Sometimes try other kinds of books too. Just like the main character in my book, you might also find your passion for something. Have you reading books on how to do talk shows?
Hey, I thought I was interviewing you. But I get that you want me to explore different things rather than the same old things I feel comfortable with.
Oh yes. It is always good to have a broad perspective on things rather than being limited in your thinking.
Wow, you seem to have a really open mind, Miss Howling. I'll be sure to keep your suggestion in mind. Thanks.
You're welcome. Open it and be free.
Oh, and with a more open mind, let's welcome in our next guest. Who is guest number 3?
Guest number 3 is award-winning film director. Please welcome the creator of Avatar, Mr. James Cameraman.
Hey, welcome. Glad to have you here, Mr. Cameraman.
My name is cameraman. My name is James Cameron, not cameraman.
Oh, is it so?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for the mix-up, Mr. Cameron. Anyways, I heard you won an Oscar for your latest film, Avatar. How do you feel about it?
Thank you. What can I say? I earned it.
Please, tell the audience, what inspired you to make such a film about blue aliens?
My only inspiration for this film was myself. I was incredibly awestruck that my genius brain was able to create such a fantastic story about blue aliens from another world.
That's brilliant. But if you don't mind me asking, why do you decide to make the aliens blue and not green? Were the aliens sad?
No, they're not sad. I made them blue because I wanted to break away from alien stereotypes. There is no hard and fast rule that aliens should only be green.
That's fair.
Besides, my film conveys an important message. that everything is connected, all human beings to each other and us to the earth.
But can't the same message be conveyed using only human characters?
Many films were used for only humans. I wanted to make my film unique by using aliens. So what?
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with that. I just belong to that small percentage of moviegoers who prefer human characters.
That is apparent. But you need to open your mind and learn to accept new ideas too. If our ancestors were close-minded, human civilization would not have become so advanced. Being open-minded helps you to grow as a person and learn so much more about the world around you.
You're right. After talking with you all, I finally realized how close-minded I actually am. I now understand that we must open our mind and embrace one another.
Yes, you'll be much happier with low stress levels if you have an open mind.
Opening a mind breaks the chains of restrictive views that push you into a box of normality and stagnation.
If you are open-minded, you will be much better listener and more understanding. It will also help you to avoid jumping to conclusions.
Wow, I've really learned a lot about open-mindedness today. You all have been wonderful guests. Thank you for teaching me such a good lesson. And I would also like to thank the audience for listening so patiently and trying not to sleep. At least I hope you didn't.
And that's a wrap. Thank you. Have a good night.
Certainly, the budding artists of our school have made us proud by their dramatic skills. Congrats, friends, and thank you for the wonderful performance. We